Welcome to mathematics class, and coming to task 3 of compound angles. We already discussed few problems in the last video, right? So let us discuss the question number 5 first of all. So look at the question, everybody. Can you read the question, please? If sin x plus sin y is equals to 3 into cos y minus cos x, then show that sin 3x plus sin 3y is equals to 0. Okay, ma? So coming to the solution, first write down the given condition. What is the given condition? That sin x plus sin y is equals to 3 into, after multiplication with 3 into cos y minus 3 into cos x. So first of all, arrange x terms together and y terms together. So bring this minus 3 cos x to this side, as well as send this y term that side. So then sin x plus 3 cos x, which is equals to 3 cos y minus sin y. 3 cos y minus sin y. So look at this important technique, ma. So these things are just like a sin x plus b cos x, right? So when the trigonometry function is in the form of a sin x plus b cos x, if not sometimes a cos x plus b sin x, then we have to divide by root of a square plus b square on both sides. So which is the one of the important technique which will be using furtherly in trigonometry. So do you understand? When the function is in the form of a sin x plus b cos x, then let us divide with root of a square plus b square. Nothing but sum of the squares of the coefficients of sine and cos. Okay, now if you compare this part, see, this is just like a sin x plus b cos x. So a is nothing but coefficient of sine, which is 1, and b is nothing but coefficient of cos, which is 3. Hence, we need to divide with root of a square plus b square is nothing but 1 square plus 3 square, which is equals to root 10. Okay, ma? So that is why let us divide by root 10 on both sides. Root 10 on both sides. So actually sin x plus 3 cos x whole divided by root 10. But that furtherly we can split it now. Sin x by root 10 plus 3 cos x by root 10. And that also finally sin x by root 10, can I write it as sin x into 1 by root 10 plus 3 cos x by root 10. I want to write it as 3 by root 10 into cos x. 3 by root 10 into cos x. So similarly, even right side also cos y into, after dividing with root 10, so let me want to write it as a combination 3 by root 10 minus sin y by root 10. By root 10 I want to write it as 1 by root 10. Okay. So actually my intention is here, I want to arrange either into the form of, using compound angles concept. I want to convert this into the form of either sin of a plus b or sin of a minus b, cos of a plus b or cos of a minus b, right? So clearly this is in the form of, you see, sin a into something. If this can be expressed in terms of cos and this can be expressed in terms of sin, so that this whole thing can be written in the form of sin of a plus b. But 1 by root 10 and 3 by root 10 are not the standard values of trigonometric functions, right? It's not equals to any some sine angle, or it is not even equals to some cos angle also. I mean, exactly we don't know, since it is not the standard one. So that is why let us assume 1 by root 10 as some cos alpha and 3 by root 10 as some sine alpha. Right? So then you know, see, if you substitute these things in the above one, sin x into, this is nothing but we assumed cos alpha plus cos x into, and this one we assumed as sin alpha, which is equals to, even here also, first of all I want to mention this one, that is sin alpha into cos y minus cos alpha into sin y. Now what can you say about this part? You see, it is just like sin a into cos b plus cos a into sin b. So sin of a plus b, and this is nothing but sin of a minus b. Now these things are just like sin a is equals to sin b. Hence no doubt that angles also must equal, isn't it? So a is equals to b. That is what x plus alpha is equals to alpha minus y. So alpha gets cancelled. Then we get a relation that x is equals to minus y. So these applications are very, very important. Okay. Now coming to LHS, that is sin 3x plus sin 3y. And x can be replaced by minus y, no? So sin 3 into x is nothing but minus y plus sin 3y is as usual. But you know, my dear, this is just like sine of minus theta. Sine of minus theta is nothing but minus sine theta. So minus sine 3 into y, 3y. And this is plus sine 3y. So minus plus gets cancelled. Then answer is nothing but 0. Okay. So in the entire problem, to be frank, there are two important steps. Step number 1, divide both sides with root of a square plus b square, which is root 10. And step number 2, assuming these unknown things into, one is in terms of sine and one is in terms of cos. Actually, you can also treat reverse also. Then also no problem, you are going to get in terms of cos of. Even though cos of something is equal to cos of something, then definitely those two angles, once again they are equal. Then there is no change in the solution especially. Right? So coming to question number 3 now. Just coming back. So read the question first of all. If capital A comma B comma C are the angles of a triangle such that angle A is obtuse, then show that tan B into tan C is less than 1. Okay. So look at the problem, is very interesting here. See, provided that A, B, C are nothing but angles of a triangle. But in that, angle A is obtuse angle. Do you know what is meant by obtuse angle? An angle is said to be obtuse if it is more than 90 degrees. More than 90 degrees, obtuse angle. Less than 90 degrees means acute angle. Exactly 90 degrees means right angle. Okay. So coming to the solution, given ABC are the angles of a triangle, that means A plus B plus C is equals to 180 degrees. So we all know that sum of the angles in a triangle is equals to 180. Okay, ma? Next. But such that what he given that? Such that he given that angle A is obtuse angle. Fine. Obtuse one means which is already more than 90. So if it is already more than 90, then sum of the rest of the things must be less than 90. I mean, I can say like this: angle B, angle C, even B plus C. If you add these two also, must be acute angles. These are clearly acute angles. That is, B plus C is nothing but lies between 0 to 90 degrees. Is it no? Acute angle nothing but less than 90. As well as a negative cannot be negative, no? So that is why B plus C should be lies between 0 to 90. 0 to 90. Then you look at me, ma. Since B is an acute angle, C is an acute angle, even B plus C is also acute angle, means all these angles are less than 90, which comes in first quadrant. Is it no? Less than 90 degrees. First quadrant. So in first quadrant, all are positive. So especially here we are talking about the tan ratio, no? So hence I can say like this. That implies tan B, tan C, even tan of B plus C, even both together also less than 90. So which is first quadrant. So clearly these are all positive. These are all positive. A very interesting question this is. So see how each one step is depending on next step. Okay? Come on. Now let us find tan of B plus C then. So tan of B plus C is nothing but, what is the formula? Tan of B plus C is nothing but just like a tan of A plus B. So the formula for tan of A plus B is tan A plus tan B by 1 minus tan A into tan B. So according to that, if you write here tan of B plus C formula, so tan B plus tan C by 1 minus tan B into tan C. And moreover, just now we discussed, tan of B plus C is clearly positive. Means this is completely positive. See, my dear, a fraction, see, A by B is greater than 0. A fraction is positive when both A comma B must be positive, isn't it? If not, both A comma B must be negative. If both are negative, then minus minus gets cancelled, and finally resultant is nothing but positive. If both are positive, then it is very clear, entirely A by B is positive. So here, coming to numerator, let us see about numerator. Clearly we decided already tan B and tan C, both are positive. So their sum is also positive. Sum of the two positive numbers is always positive. Now compulsory, this is true. This is true. Only denominator is positive. 1 minus tan B into tan C should be greater than 0. Because numerator already positive. To become entirely positive, denominator also should be positive. That is what I mentioned here. Now please multiply with minus on both sides. When you multiply with minus on both sides, this minus term becomes positive. Tan B into tan C, and this plus 1 becomes minus 1. 0 anyhow, after multiplication with minus also, minus 0 we won't mention, no? Anyhow it is 0. But my dear, we already discussed earlier that when you multiply with a negative number, negative real number, then inequality changes. So greater than becomes now less than. So therefore tan B into tan C less than minus 1 if you send that side, which is less than 1. So be careful, my dear. Just go through the solution, see, observe the key points. Especially these 3 steps are main steps. Once you decided that A is obtuse, then sum of the remaining 2 angles must be acute. Acute means sum of them itself 90, less than 90. If sum of them itself less than 90 means individually they are also less than 90, so still smaller than B plus C. So finally they are acute angles. So all these acute angles comes under first quadrant, less than 90. So in first quadrant we know that all the trigonometric ratios are positive. But here dealing with tan, that's why I mentioned that these things are positive. And rest of thing is very simple. Coming to problem number 4. If tan A is equals to x into sin B by 1 minus x into cos B, comma tan B is equals to y into sin A by 1 minus y cos A, then show that sin A by sin B is equals to x by y. So first condition is, this is the condition given to us. Okay. So coming to here, tan A can be written as sin A by cos A, which is equals to x into sin B by 1 minus x into cos B. Just go for cross multiplication. Cross multiplication. So sin A into this everything. Sin A into 1 sin A minus x into cos B into sin A, which is equals to, after multiplication, after multiplying these two, x into, we get cos A into sin B. Okay. So from this I can say x sin A is equals to, because this is the term which involving with x, this is also the term which is involving with x. So let's send that side and take x common. So after sending that side it becomes plus, no? After taking x common, sin A into cos B, already there is plus cos A into sin B. Okay. So then sin A is equals to x into, what is this? Sin A cos B plus cos A sin B, which is sin of A plus B. Just keep it aside. If not, consider as relation number 1. Also, we have one more relation, no? So do it in the same manner. Tan B can be written as sin B by cos B is equals to y into sin A by 1 minus y cos A. So once again cross multiplication, sin B into 1 sin B minus y into cos A into sin B, which is equals to y into sin A into cos B. Okay ma. So same steps what we did earlier. Sin B is equals to, send that side, take y common. After taking y common, we get sin A cos B plus cos A into sin B. So therefore sin B is equals to y into, this is also nothing but sin of A plus B. So consider second equation. So actually what is the LHS here? LHS is nothing but sin A by sin B. But sin A is equals to x into sin of A plus B, and sin B is equals to y into sin of A plus B. So sin of A plus B, sin of A plus B getting cancelled, which is equals to x by y. See, simple problem. Just we need to get an idea that what to do. The simple idea that tan can be expressed in the form of sin by cos. After that you can go for cross multiplication, take the things to be common, and simplification. Look at the question number 6. If tan beta is equals to 2 sin alpha into sin gamma into cosecant of alpha plus gamma, then show that cot alpha, cot beta, cot gamma are in AP. So this is the condition which is given to us, and same technique tan B can be expressed as sin tan beta can be expressed as sin beta by cos beta, which is equals to 2 sin alpha into sin gamma, and cosecant can be written as 1 by sin of alpha plus gamma, isn't it? Cosecant theta is equals to 1 by sin theta. Now just go for cross multiplication. Can go for cross multiplication. That is sin beta into sin of alpha plus gamma is equals to 2 sin alpha into cos beta into sin gamma. So my intention always I want to write in order alpha, beta, gamma. Okay. Now sin of a plus b, expand the sin of a plus b and multiply these terms. So this is the thing after multiplication. Now this step is very important. That is both sides we need to divide by sin alpha into sin beta into sin gamma. Okay. So just see, when you divide this with sin alpha into sin beta into sin gamma. So sin alpha cancel. Sin beta gets cancelled. We'll be having cos gamma by sin gamma, isn't it? So what we'll have? Cos gamma by sin gamma. Plus, even here also sin terms are getting cancelled. No? Beta gamma cancel. Cos alpha by sin alpha. Similarly, last we'll be having 2 into cos beta by sin beta. So that is what the ratio of cos by sin is nothing but cot. First let me write cot alpha plus cot gamma, which is equals to 2 cot beta. You know, the meaning is this is just like a plus c is equals to 2b. We discussed yesterday. That is what I can say. ABC are in AB. That is cot alpha, cot beta, cot gamma are in arithmetic progressions. Or in arithmetic progression. Look at the question number 8. If tan pi by 9, x, tan 5 pi by 18 are in AP, also tan pi by 9, y and tan 7 pi by 18 are also in AP, okay, then we need to find the relation between x and y. So my dear, first you must know the value of what is the pi by 9. So pi by 9 is nothing but simply you can go with pi by 180 by 9, which is equals to 20 degrees. Actually you need to do with 180 by pi. Anyhow pi gets cancelled. Similarly 5 pi by 18, in a short manner just pi can be replaced by 180 into by 18. So this 18 here 10 times, I mean this value is nothing but 50. Also we have 7 pi by 18. So in the same manner 7 into 180 by 18, which is 10 times, hence this is equals to 70 degrees. Okay. So first have that clarity. So what is given? You see first one, this part I am talking. that is tan pi by 9 is nothing but tan 20 degrees, comma x, comma tan 50 degrees are in AP. So AP means you need to remember, no? So if A comma B comma C are in AP, then the relation is nothing but 2B is equals to A plus C. So please remember that. That implies, according to that, 2B means 2x is equals to A plus C, tan 20 degrees plus tan 50 degrees. Okay, ma? Then I already told you in the earlier of my videos that the best way to simplify the trigonometry is nothing but better to express every function in terms of sine and cos. Hence now this is, I can write it as sine 20 by cos 20. Similarly, this is sine 50 degrees by cos 50 degrees. Then 2x is equals to, go for LCM, which is the product of these two. Okay. Then cross multiplication, sine 20 into cos 50 plus cos 20 into sine 50. Hence 2x is equals to, so numerator is just like sine of A plus B. So what is sine of A plus B? 20 plus 50, which is equal to 70 degrees. By cos this 20, can I write it as 90 minus 70? Any one thing you can change. So then 2x is equals to sine 70 degrees by, because of 90 cos changes into sine and first degree quadrant, so positive, into cos 50 degrees. Sine gets cancelled. Hence 2x is equals to 1 by cos. 1 by cos is nothing but secant 50 degrees, secant. So this is the relation 1 what we got it. In the same way, my dear, go for second one. This is also in AP, no? So also what is this? Tan pi by 9 is nothing but 20 degrees, comma y, and tan 7 pi by 18 is nothing but 70 degrees are in AP. And here also I can write 2y is equals to tan 20 plus tan 70. Then 2y is equals to, this is also sine 20 by cos 20 plus sine 70 by cos 70 degrees. Then this is 2y is equals to, so denominator is again product of cos 20 degrees into cos 70 degrees. Now can you guess the numerator? Sin A into cos B plus cos A into sin B. Sin of A plus B, which is sin 90 degrees, 20 plus 70, which is 90 degrees. Okay. So now this is 2y is equals to, actually sin 90 is 1 by, this is cos 20 into 70, can I write it as 90 minus 20, and see this value is equals to sin 20. Sin 20. So listen this step here, both numerator and denominator you need to multiply with 2. 2 into 1 2, and this is 2 sin 20 into cos 20. That is 2 by, this is 2 sin A cos A, which is the formula for sin 2A. Sin 2 into 20 degrees. That is 2 by sin 40 degrees. Okay. Hence 2 gets cancelled. Then y is equals to 1 by sin 40 degrees. So sin 40, I can write 90 minus 50, which has cos 50 degrees. So 1 by cos 50 is nothing but secant 50 degrees. But earlier we got secant 50 is nothing but 2x. So from these two, I can say that therefore 2x is equals to y. is the relationship between x and y. See, just based on arithmetic progression, that is, if a comma b comma c are in AP, then the relation is nothing but 2b is equals to a plus c. Okay, I hope you are all enjoyed this class, and with the help of this knowledge you can solve the problems from mains set. Objective 1 2 3 4 you can solve. Thank you, dear students. Thank you, one and all.